Hello everyone, I'm Abdelrahman. I am a TI, targeted individual. For those who don't know what targeted individual is, it's basically and mostly innocent citizens that are being experimented on by governmental agencies like the GCHQ, MI5, MI6, and and other private firms that work with them. I don't know them, to be honest, the private firms, but through research and a lot of stuff, I realized, the government agencies don't have the capacity to watch all these people and then look for real threats. Maybe they're either doing one of them well and they're not doing the other properly. So I'm guessing they're doing the stalking of innocent civilians very well, but they can't stop, terrorist attacks. And since the Florida airport terrorist attack happened, I realized they're actually creating, and I kind of knew, but in the back of my head, they are creating terrorists because first of all, the guy in the American airport, Florida airport, and this has happened all across Europe, by the way, in America and in Israel, of course. Uh, and I realized the guy, if you read the articles, you realize the guy is saying, the CIA was putting voices to his head and we're making him watch ISIS videos and all sorts of stuff. Not that only, I'm not the only one suffering from this. I have a cousin of mine who has 2 degrees. The guy is he's a poet. He had a bright future in front of him. And just last year, before my targeting started, like as my targeting was starting, he put a post on Instagram and Facebook to all the family and friends, basically to everyone, that he's being stalked by the MI5, but he didn't know he was being neurally monitored. Basically, they get into your head, and they can do this through microwave frequency radiation. They target you somehow. They have this technology that people don't know about, and I'm telling you, please do your research because this technology is available. They can actually tell you if you have a joint that hurts, and basically their microwave radiation causes joint pains, it causes cancer, skin burns, it does all sorts of stuff. They can literally control everything inside and outside your body just by exposing you to these microwave weapons. So for example, they can make me dizzy. They make me super dizzy, and they tell me like 4 or 5 seconds. They're like, "You're gonna get dizzy now," and I become super dizzy, and I'm like, I can't stop it. Like I can't just be normal. And they can do these sort of things. They can do this to me if I'm driving. Imagine, and I get into an accident on a motorway or something. So they can kill me anytime, and I don't want them to have this power over me. They have no right. I was not a dissident. I was not a whistleblower, even though I would have been if I was working with them, because definitely I am against any human rights violation as a human being. But yeah, the reason why I made this video is because we need to find ways to fight back. And I'm talking fast. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast because I'm trying to make the video as short as possible. Um, Basically, ways to fight back. I suggested before on Twitter that we should print some T-shirts that basically say targeted individual. Please Google this, that, whatever, and we can form some kind of like a little group here in London. And this is the most important thing: is for us to get together and like agree on what we're gonna write on these T-shirts. We can make some kind of like a like the poppy kind of thing, But this time we could just sell it online. We could be different color, a different flower, and we could make a little badge that says targeted individual. And then when people ask us as we commute and we go about doing our business, people ask us what this is, or when they see our T-shirts, they can go and do their research, or we can inform them. That's one way to do it. The T-shirt, and basically something on you that you wear to show people that, hey, I'm being targeted. Also, we can. This is what I do. Yeah, on my Facebook, I follow all these news, but like news uh, groups like BBC, LBC, whatever. And what I do is I randomly just try and squeeze in information about the targeting and about being gang stalked. Like they're just random. And some people reply back to me. Some people tell me you're lying. Why would they target you? This and that. That's because see, when they look at me, what they see is basically someone who's from a minority background, this, that. They don't know who I am, my life story. So they probably straight away they think, okay, this guy maybe he has, like I don't. Basically, when they look at me, because people, this is what they judge. They judge people by the looks. They think, oh, okay, you know what, this guy like he's delusional or schizophrenic or something, or or maybe he's a terrorist or something like that, which I'm not. Um, so please, join these groups, join the BBC, LBC, the Guardian, all of them. It doesn't matter if they're all collaborates with these people. What we have to do is just in the comment section try and just tell people that we're being targeted. And when people go into our profiles, whatever, they look at us, they'll see that we're actually normal people that have normal lives, and we can explain to them in a very like in a very organized way. And please, I would say if you're gonna do this, don't add things that you're not sure of. Don't talk about reptilians and things, supernatural stuff. Even though just being neurally monitored and people being able to read your thoughts telepathically, that just seems supernatural on its own. So the truth is hard to believe as it is already. So please, let's not add other stuff that we're not sure of. Because I've done a lot of research, and there's things that make sense to me because I'm being targeted and I'm going through it, and there's things that I can't really say they do exist because I'm not sure. I need to see them, I need to be sure of them. Sometimes even nowadays, if you're being targeted, you can't really believe everything you see, because these people, they could do street theater. They can basically just surround your whole environment and just make you feel like you're living in some kind of movie. It basically feels like Truman Show. If you watch that Jane Carrey movie, where people are just following you around. They're showing you that they're following you, but at the same time, if you go up to them, in my case, like I did, they pretend that you're the crazy one. They're like, "What? Who? Us? No, I don't know what you're talking about." And then they just walk off, even though these are they are part of the gang stalking, because what they do is the intelligence agencies, they're trying this new technology, and I think it's because they want to control people. They call it mind control. They want to control people. They want to or destroy people. It's basically for destroying people's lives, because what they do to you is make up lies, try and influence your environment, try and break up your marriage like they did with me, try and just ruin your social life, make your friends and family think that you're crazy or you need to go to mental hospital or something and you're mentally ill. And that's not the truth, of course. We all know, everyone knows that that's not the truth. So I'm asking you guys, please, we need I need like 3 or 4 people. If it's another 2 individuals, real targeted individuals here in London, to just get in touch and actually meet, have a meeting, sit down, and then discuss these things. Like, are we gonna print T-shirts? Are we gonna put money together and try and do this stuff? Do the badge, maybe a blue flower or something. Um, Start some kind of organization, charity, exchange contacts. You see, I'm not afraid to give anyone that claims to be targeted individual my number, because I realize my stalkers, already my gang stalkers, the perps already have my passwords. They have my phone number. They know everything, literally, because they can see through my eyes. When someone can see through your eyes, they can hear your thoughts. That's it. They don't need, it's like you have nothing to lose anymore. So don't be afraid to contact other targeted individuals. And then once you meet up and you get together, then you can tell who's genuine and who's not. Exactly, within less than an hour, you can tell who's genuine and who's not. Even with time, let's say, even if they implant spies and stuff like that, which I think they would do, it's like we don't care, because we're gonna go ahead and try and raise awareness, and that is something that that's the only thing that we could do. So please leave me your emails on the comment section or whatever. Just let's form here, especially in London. And if you're in America, if you're in a state, look for people around you, get together and print out some T-shirts. Uh, Make some T-shirts and just put the design on them, or the writing on them, and it would be better even if we had one type of T-shirt, all of us, that we would wear all over Europe, all over America, and to just show people, hey, this is happening. I'm we all have the same problem basically, and it's these people targeting us. So if you live somewhere and you manage to find another targeted individual that lives nearby, please get in touch with them. Stay make sure that you guys do something together to raise awareness. Whether it's leaving a comment, a random comment. I every day I leave a comment, not one, several comments in several different places, because I realize Twitter alone is not enough. Twitter alone is not enough, because there's so many people that tweet stuff, and when I go to Twitter, even me myself, when I go to Twitter, it's like I can't read everything. I read some of the stuff, but I can't. So that's why we need to diversify our social media outlets. So on even on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, especially Facebook, because that's where you would have most of your family, your friends. There will be a lot of people there. So we should do these sort of stuff and make sure, because we have nothing to lose. This is what you need to know. Don't be afraid of people thinking that you're crazy and you're lunatic. Just make sure you explain yourself and say the things that you know. Do not accuse. If you live here, for example, in the UK, then you're being targeted by UK agencies, because these agencies are, even though they work together, I think they are territorial. So if you're an American citizen that lives in America, you're being targeted in America. Once you come here, maybe the Americans will still target you, but if your targeting started in America and you're a British citizen and you move here and you're still being targeted, then it's been done by one of them, or most probably, most likely, the British government, because they realize, they have to separate, basically, the victims, in a way that the British will handle the British victims, the Israelis will handle the Israeli victims, the Americans will handle the American victims, and so on. It will be easier for them, and it will be, like, less conflict between them, I guess, in that way. And I'm sure there are other targeted individuals in London here. So please get in touch, leave me your email. Let's meet up and make a plan on how we're gonna raise awareness. Because just doing protests with few people a month. And next time I'm gonna go to the next protest, hopefully. Last time I was working, so sorry I couldn't make it. But we definitely should do this. Get together and plan something. You know, the more of us, the better. In one place that we can get together and raise awareness. If you're in the UK and maybe you live in Ireland, or you live in Scotland, or Wales, and maybe you can come down, and you want to come down, if I'm free, I'll meet you. If another TI is free, they can meet you, and so on. So we're gonna have this network. We need to establish it, just like our perps have networks. They're very well established. They have all the technologies to go against us, and us, we're just alone. And being alone is the worst thing, especially when you're being targeted. So I suggest that we should come together. And also, I need to thank most of the targets are women, and I want to thank all the women that are fighting, like Dr. Catherine Horton and all the other women. Also, um, there was this man, I forgot his name, I can't remember his name, that worked in the Barry Trower. Barry Trower, yeah. I watched his video and it's very informational. So look for his video, for his interviews, because he used to work for them and he knows a lot about what they're doing and stuff like that. So please, yeah, I don't want to make the video long. Everyone, take care. Please get in touch. Peace.